A moment of peace. Dear Mother, I hope you have received my letters, but you know what the post and censors are like. Did you get my Christmas greetings before the 25th? Christmas here in the trenches was amazing. You may not believe what happened, but the following story is true. A true Christmas story. On the morning of Christmas Day, George and I were on guard duty in the front line trench. It is an unpleasant job, made worse by the cries of the sick and wounded. That morning, however, there was silence. We wondered why. Was it the calm before an attack? Then we heard singing from the German trenches. I could not understand the words, but I recognized the melody. It was a Christmas song that we often sang together. The voices grew louder as they got to the end. It was a very strange moment. We stayed on guard. In fact, the tensions rose. After a moment of silence, the singing began again. When they started the third song, George sang along with them. He smiled. "Join in, old boy." I hesitated, but I finally found my voice. Though the words were different, I knew the tune. We heard the sweet melody and words across the damaged land between their trenches and ours. During a pause, George and I started to sing the fourth song. At first, George and I were the only ones singing, but soon the rest of our unit joined in. The Germans softly clapped their hands in time to the music. We led two more songs. Suddenly, and quite unexpectedly, a German soldier popped his head above the mounds of earth. We held our rifles ready for battle. He slowly rose and waved his empty hands above his head. "My friends," he shouted, "today is Christmas. No shooting." Friends. George put down his rifle, pulled away from me, and stood up. Yes, peace today. Peace for Christmas. We gathered in the land between our trenches. Broken trees and shell craters surrounded us. The Germans brought some wine, bread, and cheese. We brought sausages and mince pies. We ate together. We talked about our families and friends. Some played cards, others played football. As the sun set, we sang one more song. Then, slowly, regretfully, we returned to our opposing trenches. The next day, the war resumed. We were enemies again, but for a moment, there was peace on earth, goodwill to men. Your loving son, Basil.